Okay, nice to have you in the live studios of Independent Television. My name is ENGR. It is in continuation of the road to EDO 2024. I must tell you that the road to EDO 2024 is very crucial and very pivotal to the development of Edo State. And a platform has been created to enable us meet the aspirants. We have so many aspirants who are interested in occupying the office of the governor of Edo State. And now that they are aware of the termination date of the incumbent, Mr. Godwin Obaseki, the aspirants are all coming out and you need to meet them. This is a platform to meet them. This evening we'll be having a guest, a very reputable guest, a man who has made marks in his choosing field of endeavor. Our comrade Mike OSHIOBUGIE was born in 1971 into the family of OSHIOBUGIE at Ososo in Akoko, Edo local government area of Edo State. His father hails from Elele Uzare and his mother from Jetu Uzare, and from a known Mike political unit and ward is from Elele Uzare, all in Esako, West local government area of Edo State. Mike is currently a PhD student in engineering design and manufacture, University of Benin, and has a master's degree in engineering design and manufacture, distinction from the University of Benin amongst many other educational certificates. In his early days, he was at St. Peter's Grammar School, Agenebode, Our Lady of Fatima College, Auchi, and Inigbi Primary School, Elele Uzare, in Isako West local government area of Edo State. Under his belt, many years of work experience, as Mike joined Slobberger in 2001, trained in France, Scotland, and America, and worked as HSE Engineer Safety and Training Coordinator, HSE Advisor in Drilling Campaign, and at shipyards till year 2013. In year 2004, he was elected EXCO of Transocean Ferguson branch as branch chairman with his collective bargaining agreement, and scrapped by management and served in many other capacities. He had integrated 48 cars, mechanized farm equipment truck, and he's done a lot at Obayato, Iyamo, and wonderful, wonderful achievement. Currently, Mike OSHIOBUGIE is the MD CEO of Oceanism Resources Limited, based in Port Harcourt, Nigeria, a welding and fabrication contractor to Shell Oil and Gas Drilling Company, Sterling Global, Shesrock Nigeria Limited, Sinopec Energy Company is sectoral. He is a man of many powers. Viewers, joining us virtually for this edition of Road to Edo 2024 is engineer comrade Mike OSHIOBUGIE. Engineer OSHIOBUGIE, welcome to the program.
Thank you so much, my host.
Okay, so my name is ENGR. We'll just move straight to the first question. And I know that you are from Edo North Senatorial District. Am I correct?
Absolutely.
Good. Now, there is this issue of zoning. Some persons are saying, oh, the office of the governor should be zoned to a particular geographical area of the state. Now, what's your reaction to this?
First of all, you use the word some persons.
Okay.
The biggest problem we are confronted with today as a canker worm in a democratic experiment in Edo State is the problem of godfatherism manifesting in multi-dimensional parts. It's coming up again in this fashion. When you hear some people, it simply means an undemocratic voice is coming up to say something. Who and where was that decision taken that the highest office in Edo land should be zoned to a particular area. It is undemocratic, and therefore my view about it is that it's an attempt to narrow the contest into the highest office of the governor of Edo State. And that is a fundamental problem to the process of election of the best out of the lot all over the world, in whatever form of government. It is either a democratic system where everybody, either by direct or indirect process, is empowered with the opportunity of choice as to who represents you in the only tempo of leadership, where collective destiny is determined. Whatever politics that has been played in Edo State that is making any section of Edo State to have a feeling of marginalization clearly shows us that that politics was wrong ab initio. I can tell you that if anyone says there has to be just one particular zone for this reason or that reason, giving us the next governor, you ask the other zones or other sections of Edo State if they are satisfied by the governors they have produced. Godwin Obaseki is the current governor of Edo State. Please, can you ask Edo South if they are satisfied with what Godwin Obaseki has done for them, since we are now producing governors of Edo State zone by zone? And for any particular zone to agitate, that zone is actually telling you indirectly that the other zones have produced governors who did not do anything for them. And I want to ask, whose duty it is to ensure that the governor, who is the head of the executive arm, ensures there is equitable distribution of dividends of democracy. There is equitable distribution of appointments. That body is the Edo State House of Assembly. The Edo State House of Assembly is created in a democratical form to have very equal representation of all parts of the state. And therefore they are empowered. They call themselves the representatives of the people. They are there. The governor will send appointees, nominees for appointment to the House of Assembly. And they will see that the appointment is skewed in one direction. They will go back and collect whatever. I don't want to go too raw.
Yes.
This is raw.
Yes, that's the right approach. That's the right approach.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. And then they will approve those nominees who will now occupy positions, and a particular section of the state will start to cry. If we are operating the right democracy, if we have the right socio-political conditions, if we have the right socio-political consciousness among that section or zone of Edo State, they will then not be calling their members in the House of Assembly back from service. It is there they have the power. In the extant laws of this country, they can call their members back from the House. What is going on? The governor is executing programs only in Edo South, where he comes from. Or the governor is executing programs only in Edo North, where he comes from. Those people will acquiesce in their responsibility. And down the line, because they have not discharged their duties as representatives of the people, a section of the state now comes to say no. At a time when we are looking for the best of the best in Edo State, it is very disturbing to me that we are talking about Edo where there are no roads. We are talking about Edo where light power supply is epileptic. We are talking about Edo that is the second most indebted state in Nigeria. It is in that state that religious bigotry, that ethnicity inclinations are rearing up their ugly heads. And why are these factors rearing up their ugly heads? It is because they are the product of the ruling class manipulation of the masses and the public. The objective of this is to ensure that whoever emerges after the electoral process is the stooge of those who have laid the drainage pipes to the commonwealth of the Edo people. Therefore, having understood the dynamics of Edo politics, I am totally, antithetically, and diametrically opposed to any voice which of course is undemocratic, that does not align with the constitutional provision that all qualified persons in Edo State can and will contest for the office of the governor of Edo State, such that the very best emerges at a time that the dignity of the Edo man has nosedived. At a time.
Thank you, comrade. Thank you, comrade Mike OSHIOBUGIE. I can see that you are very emotional because you are not at home with that clamor that aspirants should come from a particular zone. And I believe you've made your point, and our viewer, the voters, they have heard and they understand exactly the point that you have canvassed. But let me take you to your profile. From your profile, Mike OSHIOBUGIE, very intimidating profile, very intimidating. You've done very well in your field of endeavor. But looking at politics, yes, you are a comrade, unionism. But we're talking about the office of governor of Edo State. What has given you the assurance that you are the right man to be governor of Edo State?
My brother, the part of unionism that I chose,
yes,
deliberately and carefully, and also constrained by my destiny, has taken me through the idiosyncrasies of politics in its purest nature. I want to tell you, in fact, in unionism politics, the sophistication, especially in the oil and gas industry where I played politics, we are talking about petrodollar controlled unionism or controlled industrial atmosphere, where anybody can be bought with money. They will just say, name your price. In dollars in the oil industry, you will be bought. Negotiations will be carried out with you. If they are not getting results here in Nigeria, they'll fly you to anywhere in the world. They'll fly you to anywhere in the world. And they'll sit you down and tell you, look, this is your future. Just like the devil took our Lord Jesus Christ to the pinnacle of the temple to show him the glory of the world. That is politics. That is raw politics. And let me inform you, I'm not really a novice as it were. Yes, if I wanted, I would have been a commissioner in the government of Adams Aliyu Oshomole. If I wanted, if I fought for it, I would have gotten it. But that was not my design. But I was aggressively involved in that election. I was also aggressively involved in the election of Lucky Igbenedion. I was also involved even in the last election of Godwin Obaseki. I have always gotten involved in election because I have to make a choice. Even when the two candidates or three candidates presented were erroneously selected, my conscience tells me that I have a civil duty, a civil responsibility to get involved in choosing the best out of the ones that have been made available. So I have had interfaces with party politics. I have had interfaces with unionism. I And I can tell you they are one and the same. And let me tell you that what some people might consider to be party politics, political inexperience, I want to tell you what experience has a man who is a former senator gotten in today's politics. What experience has a man who is a former commissioner, what experience has he gotten? Is it the experience of compromising on fundamental personal character or personal principles? So I want to believe very strongly that destiny has constrained me to principally remain in the domain of union politics, where it will be difficult for me to start defending myself before the people of Edo State when I present myself. Yes, because if I were involved in the day-to-day party politics before now, there is no gainsaying the fact that Edo people will even be looking at my qualification as disqualification. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Comrade OSHIOBUGIE. Now, having said that, let's look at the intrigues in political parties, because you are aspiring to be governor of Edo State, but you have a first hurdle. Maybe you want to quickly tell us how you intend to cross the hurdle of primary election in your political party. Maybe just give us a little background of your party and how you intend to emerge.
My party, the Labour Party, popularly being called Papa, Mama, Pikin, is the party of social democracy as its ideology. When you go through the vision statement, the mission statement, the party principles, the party characters, they can all be summarized in one. A party that is dedicated to lifting the common man from the dungeon and giving him or her a lease of life. That party is not the party for the money bags, even though I am aware that some money bags are in this contest with me. I am not afraid at all. I am aware that the level of political education and consciousness within the Labour Party is still low because the party is young. And I believe that is why Engineer Comrade Mike OSHIOBUGIE is in this contest.
Yes.
All my life in politics has been in unionism. In other words, in Labour. And the party is Labour Party. And let me inform you that I played a role in collaboration with other eminent human rights community leaders in Nigeria when we were preparing the Labour Party as an alternative platform last year in Abuja. Several meetings were held and I was there and I attended those meetings. I sponsored myself because I have always seen myself as a Labour leader right from when I was young. A Labour leader is a workers' leader. And even the governor of Edo State is a worker. Everybody is a worker. And I have worked all my life. There are people in politics today, they graduated from the university, they've never worked before. All they have been doing is politics. I am inclined to providing all this training that I have had all these years in educating, especially the youths in Labour Party, to wake up from their slumber, that destiny is calling on them. The emancipation of Edo people is calling on them to wake up from their refrigerators and rise up with integrity against the effect and negative impact of money politics. I am aware that this negative virus, poisonous as it is creeping into the current political current in the Labour Party. And that is why Engineer Comrade Mike OSHIOBUGIE is there as a bulwark, providing the necessary education to those who will be involved in the primaries of that party. To tell them that you cannot sell your future for 100,000. You cannot sell your future for 500,000. After you finish selling this future to those who are ready to pay for it, and when they get in government, you are isolated and you are rejected and you are abandoned in your isolated community where the roads in Edo State can no longer connect you to. And I can tell you that this education is gradually sinking in. We may see a situation where the voters in the primaries of Labour Party will even go to the point of collecting money from money bags, and they will vote for engineer Comrade Mike OSHIOBUGIE, because they know that Comrade Mike OSHIOBUGIE has a history of fighting for people. That history combined with a history of engineering practice, especially in the area of mining, where I worked for 13 years, mining oil and gas. They know that there are abundant mineral resources in Edo State, and that engineer Comrade Mike OSHIOBUGIE is well prepared with the necessary engineering experience, with the necessary engineering knowledge to domesticate the necessary technology, science and technology, to mine these mineral resources in generating the wealth that is going to bring an improvement, a very rapid development in this current dispensation.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Engineer OSHIOBUGIE. You've been very wonderful. You've been able to articulate your points. And like I said, the voters, they have heard you. And the voters, especially at the primary election stage in your party, you've been able to also talk to those, the delegates, those who will be involved, because that's the stage. Thanks for being a part of this week's edition, Friday's edition of the Road to Edo 2024. My name is Egosa Agbolao, and we will be talking to Engineer Comrade Mike OSHIOBUGIE. He's a wonderful, wonderful aspirant. So do have a wonderful day. That's the program.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. God bless you.